Hi, I'm Dr. Aimee. A common question I get from a lot of my patients is, how do we discipline a child when we've taken everything away from them and there's really nothing left we can use to enforce or to punish our child and get them to behave the way we want them to behave? And it can be a struggle. And what I tell parents is, when you've reached that end of the rope and there's nothing left to take away and nothing that motivates them, sometimes you have to turn the tables and you have to implement a positive reward, or you have to implement a correction. And in behavioral terms, we talk about overcorrection in behavioral psychology. What that means is, when someone makes an error or something that isn't correct, then we have them overcorrect that with practice. So I'll give you one example and then I'll give you a personal example. So the first example is making the bed. It's a common thing. Kids don't like to do it. I don't really like to do it. But you can't get your child to make the bed in the morning and you've taken everything away and they still don't make the bed. Try overcorrection. That means if they're not making the bed, they don't make the bed in the morning before school, when they come home from school, they're going to make the bed 5 times. So they're going to make up the bed the first time and you're going to go up and take it apart. And they're going to make it the second time and you're going to go through that 5 times. Most of the time, that will solve the problem because no one really wants to do it an additional 5 times when they could only do it once. A personal story is, my 2 kids got in an argument one day and they got physical. And physical is it's a no-go in my house. It's a zero tolerance for physical arguments. So they had to go to their rooms and they had lost some electronics technology for the night. But I added the overcorrection piece to it because they were arguing and they said some really unkind things to each other. So I made them write a letter to their other sibling. And in that letter, they had to, 1, apologize, and 2, they had to say 3 things that they liked about their brother or sister. And then we shared those letters over dinner. And that kind of overcorrection really helped reinforce that they do have a good relationship, even though, sometimes they have pretty significant conflict. So try to think about overcorrection as something to implement when, you're kind of at the end of your rung in getting your kids to do the things that they need to be doing. If you or anyone you know would benefit from mental health treatment, please call your doctor or contact another qualified medical professional in your area. If you have questions about this topic or any other mental health concerns, please call us at the Counseling and Learning Center.